Heading into Week 7, there are a lot of teams that are firmly atop the NFL power rankings, the Chiefs and the Rams, to name a few. But there are also some teams that are flying a little bit under the radar, one of which is playing in London this week. With the picks of Week 7, I'm George Chahrouri, brought to you by mybookie.ag. And we're going to start off with the formerly San Diego, now Los Angeles Superchargers, meeting up with the Tennessee Titans in London. The Chargers are coming off a game in Cleveland in which they laid the smackdown, and the good news is that London might seem like Los Angeles, i.e. home, after visiting Cleveland. The Chargers are 6.5-point favorites, which seems like a lot given how much publicity and high expectations the Titans had going into the season, but the Chargers have played very, very well. They actually are allowing the third lowest EPA, expected points added, per early down passing play so far this season, and they've already faced the Chiefs and the Rams. So that gives you an idea of just how stout that defense is, even without Joey Bosa. Phil Rivers is having perhaps one of the best seasons of his career, maybe in the NFL overall so far this year. He has 110-plus passer rating against pressure and when clean. He's the only quarterback in the NFL to reach that mark so far. And Marcus Mariota has struggled a bit. His passer rating when clean sits dead last at 74.2. You think about some of those things like clean pocket pass rating, we know those to be generally stable, so I would expect Phil Rivers to continue lighting it up, while I wouldn't exactly be betting on Marcus Mariota to get that offense going in London. So 6.5 is a lot, but we'd swallow the points and take the Bolts. Before we get on to our next pick, let me remind you, if you want to see everything, head to ProFootballFocus.com. You can check out the weekly article that we write, as well as get a PFF Elite subscription and get PFF Greenline, which will give you every single pick this week. Once you have that, you need a place to go make your bets, and the best place to do that is mybookie.ag. They offer every bet type you could possibly want, whether it's a single game or Super Bowl futures. They have great customer service, and they make it easy to cash out. If you use promo code PFF, you can get a dollar-for-dollar match on your first deposit. I use it. I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't, so head to mybookie.ag, where you play, you win, you get paid. We'll head next to Monday Night Football, where the Falcons and the Giants are meeting up in Hotlanta. We're not going to talk about the spread here. We're going to focus on the total, which right now sits at fairly high, 54.5, 55, depending on where you go. But these two teams, not exactly defensive-minded. Now, you'll notice that Eric is not here with us today, but in spirit, he always lives. And so I would really like to know, and I would wonder, what would the big guy have to say about this game?
Well, George, because my voice is deeper than yours, it is clear that my point will be made more soundly. I really like the over here, and we like the over here because the Giants are 29th in the NFL in our defensive Massey rankings, while the Atlanta Falcons are 32nd. No defense will be played here. The Eagles really shut down the Giants last week, but they are good at defense. The Falcons are bad, so I really do think that Eli and the Giants will get the ball rolling here in this game, and there's no question that Matt Ryan and the entire Falcons team will put up points against the putrid Giants defense. So thank you for having my spirit here with you. That's really all I have to say.
I wouldn't bet on the Giants getting their season back on track with a victory, but a lot of points would be something that seems more than likely. So take the over. And remember, if you want all of our picks, head to ProFootballFocus.com. Get yourself a PFF Elite subscription. And, of course, go to mybookie.ag to put it all to good use. We'll be back with you on Monday morning with our look-ahead picks for Week 8. Have a good one.